Hello there, I'm Lenny and welcome to the continuing adventures of Lenny Wanser. In this video, I'm going to discuss the film House on Haunted Hill, which was released on October 29th, 1999. It's rated R and has the runtime of 1 hour and 33 minutes. Spoiler alert, I am going to be discussing what takes place within this movie, so if you have never seen it and you do not want it ruined for you, you're not going to want to watch this video at this time. You're going to want to check it out later. House on Haunted Hill, the 1999 version, is actually a remake of William Castle's 1959 film starring the amazing Vincent Price. Dark Castle Entertainment also produced remakes of other horror classic films such as 13 Ghosts, Ghost Ship, and House of Wax. I want to point out that the opening credits of this film look like a music video done by the group Tool with its stop-motion animation, which was all the rage at this time. The movie begins with inmates of an insane asylum getting loose, setting a fire, and murdering Dr. Vannicut and his staff. This wasn't an innocent good doctor. Vannicut would perform cruel and torturous operations and procedures on the inmates. Fast forward to present day, and we meet wealthy amusement park mogul Stephen Price, which is a nod to Vincent Price, who comes off as a con artist notorious for his elaborate, gimmicky tricks and thrills. He's being interviewed by Lisa Loeb and her cameraman, Spike the Vampire, about his latest thrill ride. We also meet Evelyn, who is Stephen's wife. The two of them are constantly fighting, and it seems like both of them are always hoping the other will die. Evelyn's birthday is coming up, and she's decided that she wants her birthday to take place within the abandoned asylum this year. And she has drafted up a guest list which she wants Stephen to email out. Out of pure spite, Stephen changes the names on the guest list to people that Evelyn can't stand, and he's going to invite those individuals to the party. And he gets up and he leaves the computer. It appears someone or something has different plans in mind as we see the names change all by themselves on the computer screen, and a new set of invites are sent out. We get a music montage of each guest being driven to the gates of the asylum as Marilyn Manson's cover of Sweet Dreams Are Made of This plays on. We are introduced to the character Pritchett, who is played by Chris, you guys want some cookies? Catan, whose family owns the asylum and the premises. Pritchett is there to unlock the grounds, to unlock the entrance to the asylum, and to collect a check that Stephen has promised him for allowing to use the asylum. And Pritchett, knowing the full history of the asylum, is just interested in collecting his money and getting the hell out of there. Doesn't want anything to do with the events that are going to be taking place. Once the guests are inside, and with Pritchett still wanting to collect his money from Stephen, Stephen unveils the theme of the night. And the theme is this: anyone who's able to stay a full night within the house or the asylum will win $1 million. Unfortunately, a building-wide lockdown is activated, ensuring that no one is going to be able to leave, and that includes Pritchett. In typical horror film fashion, the people decide to investigate a place that they have never been in, a place that is known to have a horrible history, either on their own, or if they do go with somebody, they are very quickly separated by strange means that basically happens like within a second, where someone turns their head and they turn back and that person is gone. The first victim that the haunted house or haunted asylum claims is Bridget. That Veronica Vaughn is one piece of arse. Wilson Sampras. Even though Stephen Price has rigged some tricks and some traps throughout the building, he insists that her disappearance has nothing to do with him. It turns out that our guests actually do have something in common. They are the ancestors of the 5 staff members of Dr. Vannicut's that escaped the asylum the night of the murders and the night of the fire. Evelyn does have a guest there all her own, and it's Dr. Blackburn, who we find out she has been seeing behind Stephen's back. Evelyn's whole goal of the evening and of the party is, along with Dr. Blackburn's help, to make it seem that Stephen, her husband, has murdered her and therefore hope that one of the guests, out of self-defense, kills Stephen. This would leave Evelyn, who faked and orchestrated her own death, the benefactor of her late husband's money and wealth. Falling for Evelyn's evil prank, the group consisting of Pritchett, Sarah, Eddie, and Blackburn knock out Stephen and put him in a saturation chamber, which is used to treat patients of schizophrenia. Blackburn, who's the one that pronounced Evelyn dead, goes back on his own to check on her, and he revives her by giving her an injection, which wakes her up from the sleep-induced slumber that she was in to make it convincingly seem like she was dead. Evelyn's upset to find out that Stephen is not dead though, that he's only been knocked out and locked up. And Evelyn kills Blackburn, tying up any loose ends that would divulge the truth and expose her for what she is trying to do. Stephen gets released from the chamber, and then we have quite a few games of back and forth, cat and mouse, with Stephen and Evelyn, where they are throwing verbal insults and whatever else they can find at each other. Stephen pushes Evelyn into a room where we see that the collective evil that has been growing within the house, within the asylum for years, has taken on this massive non-form, kills Evelyn, and then therefore takes her soul and encompasses it into the legion of other souls that it has. Pritchett, who has become Sarah and Eddie's best chance of escaping, gets killed by the growing mass of evil. The remaining three, Stephen, Sarah, and Eddie, are trying to get up to the attic as their last stand of defense. Evelyn and the massive non-form of evil finally get to and kill Stephen. When it looks like all's lost for Eddie and Sarah, Pritchett, a la Casper the Friendly Ghost, helps them escape out of a security panel and onto a ledge at the very last moment. With the sun rising and with the evil mass locked away and vanishing behind them, Sarah and Eddie see sticking out underneath the metal security panel checks that were going to be made out for $1 million to the individuals that stayed the full night. The movie ends with Sarah and Eddie on the ledge as the camera pulls back and we see how far up they are. And as we're looking at this, we hear Sarah mention what we're actually thinking at that very moment. How the hell are they going to get down from there? Because this is before the time where every individual had a cell phone on them. And with Sarah's question, the credits roll. But we do actually get a post-credit scene where we see Evelyn and Stephen being tortured by the inmates of the asylum for all eternity. Forever. House on Haunted Hill is an entertaining, fun film that doesn't take itself too seriously, and it actually still holds up with its classic film vibe. Rating time. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the best score that I can give, I give House on Haunted Hill a 7. If you think this video is worthy of a thumbs up, please feel free to do so, and if you enjoyed the video and you want to see others just like it, all you have to do is hit the YouTube logo down in the corner, and you'll get a notification anytime I upload a new video to the channel. As always, I want to say thank you so much for watching this video, thank you for your time, and thank you for the opportunity to discuss the things that I love. I greatly appreciate that. Please be safe, be careful, and I'll talk to you soon.